Let me tell you, this weighted thing, this thing is heavy, that sits on top of the wipes is a game changer. Hello there. If we haven't met, my name's Diana. I'm a certified professional life coach, and I am also a self-professed efficiency nerd. I love time hacks, systems, finding little ways to save time. And it looks like you guys do too because you loved my last video about this. So I'm going to share 10 more things with you today around my house, and I am going to show with you some really nerdy things that I figured out to organize my desk. I'm going to share with you kind of an embarrassing thing related to my underwear that I figured out, share with you something that I purchased that saves me time related to my baby that I never thought I would buy as a minimalist, but it's been so worth it and I wish I had bought it sooner. So let's get started, but first make sure that you subscribe so you can be part of this family, and more importantly, find the link below and click it and come join my email family. I'll send you a free workbook, and I send out so much good stuff to my email list. Ask anyone else who's on my list and they will say the same. So we'd love to have you. Okay, let's get started. The first thing that I want to share with you is that I keep my phone up here. And that might not seem that crazy, but I used to keep it in this drawer here because I thought, oh, well, it's out of sight, but it's also very accessible. The thing is, I would open this drawer. I open this drawer numerous times a day. There's pens in here, scissors, paper, all sorts of stuff, chip clips. And so I realized that I still wanted to have my phone relatively accessible. I don't want to have to go all the way to another room every time I need to use it necessarily, but by having it in a place that was accessible, but not a place where I see it often, I use it way less often. I've been doing this for a couple months and it's helped so much. So application for you, where can you keep your phone in a place that it's relatively easy to get to, but it's not gonna be a place where you're gonna see it? Because when you see your phone, even if you were opening up that drawer just to get a chip clip, when you see it, your brain goes, oh, I want to hit a dopamine. Like I want to check my phone and see if there's something on there. Next, related to phone, this goes without saying, but if you haven't yet, turn off all, if not close to all, turn off most, if not all, is what I meant to say, of your phone notifications. I think I have literally everything turned off, including text messages. So if someone calls me, I hear it. Otherwise I don't, but that helps a lot too, so that you are only going to your phone when you really think of something that you need to do. Like I need to put this on my shopping list, or I need to text this person about something. Okay, this next thing is kind of nerdy, don't judge me guys, but I want you to empty your dishwasher in the same way every time. Kind of come up with your method for how you empty your dishwasher. My dishes are dirty right now, they're already emptied, but I'm gonna kind of tell you how I do it. So I always start on this side of my dishwasher, standing on this side, and I always start with the rack on the bottom. If you pull out the rack on top, water is gonna fall down onto your dishes below and get them wet when they're already relatively dry. So then I start by pulling out anything that goes in these cabinets or hangs up here. So the first thing I will look for is what goes, I'll open up this cabinet up here and I'll look down here, what goes in that cabinet. You know, any of these plates. Okay, I put those away. Then I'm looking for anything any pots that go here or any pots that go up here. Then I'm looking for anything that is gonna go up in this cupboard. Then I'm taking out silverware, putting the silverware away, which goes right there. And then if whatever is left on the bottom that goes on this side of the kitchen, if it's just a couple things, I'll just set that up on the counter. If it's numerous things, I'll leave them there. Because then I pull open the top rack. I take out anything from the top rack, first of all, that goes here. Then I know this cupboard is done, so I close it. Then I'm looking for anything that goes, again, pots that go down here, or up here. Then I'm looking for anything that goes in this cupboard. Okay, now that's done, so then I close this cupboard. And then I come around to this side of the dishwasher so that I'm not walking back and forth around the dishwasher. And then I will open up these cupboards and I will put the stuff that goes away in there, and again, be closing them as I'm done. So think about this for yourself. It sounds so nerdy, but if you think about the fact that you empty your dishwasher, you or maybe someone else, I guess that would be the ultimate hack here is get your kids to do it instead, but my kids aren't old enough to do that yet. But if you are emptying the dishwasher every day and you can shave even 1 minute off of that, and you don't have to every day be like thinking about it, you can just almost do it robotically without thinking, hey, that adds up. That makes a difference over the course of a year. That's several hours, right? This next thing is related to the dishwasher soap. I love this Thrive Market dish detergent, but it came with a scoop that was twice as big as the amount that you need. And every time I went to scoop the dishwasher detergent, I'd scoop it and then I'd pour some back in and I'd be looking at it from the side and trying to get just the right amount because it says that you need half a scoop. I don't know why they didn't make the scoop the size that you need. They probably are hoping that you'll use more than you need. So I found a scoop that ended up being the perfect size. I took it out of some bone broth protein container. Is there something that you are scooping on a regular basis? Laundry soap, dish soap, dog food, other kinds of food, whatever it may be, that you could find a scoop. Maybe it's just even some kind of scoop that's lying around your house or a plastic cup, whatever. That is the exact right amount that you need. So you don't have to pay attention as much to if you're getting just the right amount. You know it's 1 full scoop or it's 3 full cups, whatever it may be. So that's it for that. My minimalist purchase that I never thought I would buy. I wish I had gotten this for my firstborn, but so here's Georgie's changing pad. I'm obsessed with the Kikaroo. It wipes off so well, but that's not what I'm talking about. I've had that since the beginning. I finally, when George was a baby, broke down and spent $15 on a weighted wipes dispenser. First of all, can we just take a moment to admire how lovely and plain and white this is? It's not like ugly wipe packaging. Let me tell you, this weighted thing, this thing is heavy, that sits on top of the wipes is a game changer. Because when you're changing poopy diapers, you can pull out the wipes while you've got a hand on your baby. You can one-handed pull out wipes and you're not pulling out a million at once. Or we've all done that thing as parents where you're like trying to pull out wipes and the package is like, you're trying to like pull them against the weight of the package. You pull out way more than you need. So I feel like I saved money and time by having that, and I don't know, it's like 15 bucks, totally worth it. So I don't know if there's an application for that one, but just had to share, totally worth it. And I think once in a while as a minimalist, you kind of have to think through like, okay, in general, I'm someone who likes less stuff, but that I don't think any rational minimalist would say that minimal stuff comes above everything else, right? So sometimes you have to strategically say, I'm willing to spend money and I'm willing to have an extra possession because of how it's gonna benefit me, benefit other people, etc. I wanna show you guys my desk setup because this was a mess for a while and I'm really proud of what I figured out here. So I have a standing desk from IKEA. It cranks up and down with this crank right here. I absolutely love this desk, but this is our bedroom. And so I wanted my desk area to look nice. I didn't want it to look, I don't want to have a million cords. I don't want to have all this equipment and stuff around. And I run my monitor from my laptop because sometimes I want to just use a laptop, but when I'm at my desk, I want a nice big screen. And so I used to have my laptop sitting off to the side. I never really used that extra screen and I kind of just wanted a way to hide the laptop. But I couldn't really figure out a good way for quite a while. I wanted something that worked really well and looked nice. And that's a tall order, but you know what? If you are creative enough, you can figure it out. So here's what I did. My father-in-law, who is the best, built this for me. I came up with this idea to make like a monitor stand that's open in the back so that my laptop can slide in there and then hook up to the monitor. And then all these cords, all the stuff that is required to run this all sits in this tray that I found online. I got 2 of them because I needed the length of the desk and my husband attached them. And then I don't know if you can see, but there's a power strip in there a little ways down where everything plugs into. And so the only cords that you see are for my internet and then 1 power cord. Amazing. I highly recommend getting a mat if you have a standing desk. It helps so much to be able to make it standing throughout the day as much as you can. Then I found this amazing unit from IKEA. This is the Alex unit and it fits perfectly in this space. Thank you, Lord Jesus. And we had an electrician put an outlet inside this closet so that my wireless printer could go in there. Again, I was trying to create this office space that would function really well, but that wouldn't look just like all these ugly cords and equipment here in my bedroom, which I want to feel like a serene space. So we've got the printer here, which works out great. And then I use this to store anything that I need to grab if I'm gonna go work at a coffee shop, or just stuff that goes in the purse or the diaper bag. I empty it every time and put the stuff away. That seems to work best for me since I'm using different bags. Then this is just like pens and, you know, whatever, little stuff. This admittedly is messy right now because we're staging our house to sell. So normally I have a few papers that are sitting on top of here that I have to go through, but I threw them in here for now. So I keep my printer paper in here and some Kleenex, and then this is all of our file storage goes in here. So works out super well and I love it. And you know, my application, like I kind of said before, if you have a space in your house that feels like it's not perfect, it's not ideal, which I think all of us do, get creative and just keep thinking and thinking and looking at Pinterest, asking people for ideas. Think creatively, think outside the box, and see what you can come up with that will serve you, serve your family, serve others well. Whether that's like you need a workout space, or you need a homework space for your kids, or you need to put a desk and put an office space in your bedroom, so because you had another kid, which was our case. Okay, now I'm gonna show you some things in our bathroom, just some really simple things, but that I feel like are helpful for me. So the first is that I keep all of my hair appliances, straightener, curling iron, and blow dryer in this metal waste basket so that I can just throw stuff in there and it's easy to grab it out and doesn't take up a lot of space, and I don't have to worry, even if they're still like a little bit hot when I put them in there, not a big deal. Next thing is that I keep my skincare products on this little tray, which is not a turntable. It's from an old tea set, but it turns on its own really easily. So I keep them on here and I keep them in order of how I use them. So I don't have to overthink it in the morning or in the evening when I'm doing my skincare. I just go through the next thing, one thing at a time. I love beauty counter products. I don't sell them, but love them. And so you could do something like this too, whether that's with makeup or skincare or the stuff that you use to get ready for the day, some kind of like a little turntable, even one that's a little bit taller so stuff doesn't tip over, or that has dividers. Next tip for you is if you wear daily contacts, to rip them up like I do and have them in little mason jars so you can easily grab right eye, left eye quickly. And the final thing I want to share with you is weird, you guys. I'm just gonna be honest. But so for a while, until recently, I had more underwear than I needed, and I had some black underwear I liked and some that I didn't. And I found myself I would be like trying to find which black underwear I liked and which one I didn't. And I realized I'm just gonna get rid of the ones that I don't like because I don't need them, and it saves me time then when I'm getting dressed to be like holding them up and being like, are these the ones I like or the ones I don't like? So you might have something like this, whether it's with underwear, socks, reusable grocery totes, water bottles, whatever it may be. Think about that stuff for you and get rid of that stuff. Pass it on to someone who can use it, or if it's underwear, obviously don't pass it on, but I think you know what to do in that case. All right, that's all. Make sure you subscribe, you guys. Let me know if you like this video so I can keep making more of them. And again, please join our email family and check for that link below, as well as links to other things that I mentioned in this video. Love you and talk to you soon.